Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode, I will catch you up first. Here's the active run. I've been doing a lot of farming and spreadsheeting in this game, if you can believe it. I'm breaking my win streak of 2. Oh no. That was a Covenant 9 win streak because I've been playing on low Covenant and trying to catalog all the enemies into a spreadsheet so that I can make some hypothesis about spawn rates and things like that. I think I'm pretty close to cracking it. But anyway, we're on Covenant 20 so far now. I'll catch you up real quick here. So Covenant, oh my god, it actually goes off the screen. Oh no, this is Covenant 18, sorry. Covenant 18, merchant goods cost 20% more, I believe that's what we were on. Covenant 19, basic enemies have additional attack, and then Covenant 20, minus 1 space on a random floor. We're Umbra today. Gross, but let's do it. I have had a lot of trouble with Umbra. Umbra Awoken, okay. Vine Grasp is good because it's our only targeted damage. I got some exciting stuff coming for Monster Train, I think. We're gonna take Refined Void. We will take Trample. I got some exciting plans for Monster Train, I believe. Things that I'm excited for anyway. I'm gonna be making some... Oh, do I want to take this armor? Probably not. Well, wait, did I take Trample? Yeah, I can take this armor. I think. I might take a little damage from the 240 boys, but like these guys. But overall, I think it's fine. No, I got some stuff that I think is kind of exciting coming for Monster Train. I'm gonna make some videos that I find interesting. I'm planning on it anyway. We'll see if I actually am able to motivate myself enough to do it. I have plans to make some cool stuff. Let's put it like that. How's that? Some of the cool stuff, I'm gonna probably make like a unit tier list, something like that. Video similar to what I made with Metropolis, but like better, I hope. Make it a little better. But I'm having a lot of fun with this game, so I want to make some stuff for it. Hopefully you guys are having fun watching it. I mean, this is doing a lot better than any other side series I've ever done on YouTube, so I'm feeling like, you know, pretty confident about that. So the armor is going to cause me to take a little damage. What's this? Draw a unit, enhance it with +5 attack, plus 5x attack and -X energy. Unfortunately, I have no units to draw. But this would be pretty cool if I had a unit to draw right now. I've never used this card, Prism Retrieval. I don't think it's very good, but, you know, I guess since it draws a unit specifically, it could be good. We're gonna take another 2 here. So if I get out of this for 4 damage, any unit draft is probably worth it. Especially if I could have drawn. What you got for me? Shade Splitter, 3 attack. Probably better to throw a morsel in the front here. Right, saves 5 damage, gets 1 extra round of damage in versus... So 1 extra round of damage is going to equate to 38 damage, whereas playing this Magma Morsel behind is going to equate to, like, what, 3 times 3? 9 damage? So yeah, 38 damage is better. Yeah, because it just kills. Nice. Trample Umbra's not bad. It lets you be, you know, Umbra's bad, but the Trample version of Umbra isn't terrible, I would say. I'm gonna take Mind Collapse here, for sure. I don't hate Wildwood Sap. I like Wildwood Sap a lot. I think it's a great card. Yeah, I'll take it. Maybe we get a cool, like, Awoken Hollow. Nah, okay. Animus of Will versus Animus of Speed is an interesting question. I have no way to buff Animus of Will right now, but if I'm able to give it... We're gonna go to the Merchant with attack. Or not, we're gonna go to the Merchant of Steel. Yeah. If I can get a good tank for this. Wow, this is the exact same choice. Interesting. I think I don't want this time. Like, I don't want either of these. Because I only have enough money to upgrade one of them. We're gonna skip that. I would like to have gotten Thorny Hollow or Awoken Hollow, but you can't always get what you want. And Animus of Will, I'm just gonna have some Train Stewards tank for. 13 times 3, I think we want to reroll and look for more damage, right? Giving it quick is a cool idea and all, but it needs more damage. Too bad. I wouldn't mind giving it large stone. +5/+10 is probably good though. 18 times 3, and the +5/+10 health just to make sure she doesn't get one shot. That's fine with me. Not often that I reroll in that, but you know. So our plan here is essentially going to be, it's a classic plan. We're going to throw Umbra down on a floor. I don't have good targeted damage, so taking this Mark of Invasion is probably not worth it. Yeah, because what the upside is that Umbra tramples, but the downside is the invasion just kills Umbra in one round. Yeah. So we're gonna throw Umbra down bottom floor, and I'm gonna throw these two down top floor. That's basically my plan. We may as well get a morsel for Umbra here, actually. Alright, pen Umbra. My mistake. But yeah, trample Umbra with lifesteal is actually kind of sweet. As I'm looking at it now, it's like, wait a minute, this is kind of popping off. Like, look at Umbra go. Made him 0 cost, he's a 28 train steward. No, not 28, but 20/8. This Umbra is good. Like, this Trample Umbra, Umbra's bad, or Pen Umbra's bad, but Trample Umbra isn't bad. Because Trample Umbra can do things like this to the enemies, right? Give him 4 lifesteal and he just kills everything here. I think the big thing is with lifesteal, he's able to kind of crush through these early waves for me, which is really nice. Like, leaving as Umbra 4 damage total on the first 2 floors is great. Pack morsels, probably not. I don't really have space to take morsels, is why I don't wanna, but Prismal Dust is good. And I will take a Razor Sharp Edge for our Animus. Because our Animus is our big plan here. Our major plan, if you will. And I'm gonna keep going to these Awoken banners. Wilting Sapwood? I mean, I feel like... I've never taken this card. I don't feel like it's good, but... I need something to tank for Animus of Will. That isn't a Train Steward, so I have to take this. Hot take. I really wanted to get Awoken Hollow or Thorny Hollow, but you know. Can't always get what you want, you gotta improvise. Enhance a unit or enhance a magical power. This is an event that lets you get one big spell off and then purge it. And I think or you do it with a unit. I actually, hot take, really like just throwing this on a Train Steward, because this Train Steward can now more or less win Daedalus for me. This guy will turn the tide of Daedalus as long as not everything goes wrong. And then we take our magic power. Like, putting +20 in purge on a magic ability here isn't great. Double stack can go on. Let's lower the cost of Razor Sharp Edge to 0 so I can always play it. And let's purge on a restore. I remember having a lot of good fortune when I tried to... Like, I made a concerted effort to upgrade all of these restores by like +10. And getting that like consistent 12-ish healing was really nice. Full barrel explosives explode twice. I've started to notice patterns in Daedalus for what spawns based on which type of Daedalus it is. Like, explosives explode twice. Daedalus has a specific pattern. Or like types of enemies that should spawn, not so much a pattern. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's not like... Oh well. Throw this thing out there. I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. I just play Penumbra here and then put Shade Splitter in front of them. I've been in this exact situation before, actually, where Penumbra dies no matter where I put him. It's a rough one. There's nothing good to do about it. And these like, going up against Daedalus without any targeted removal just sucks. We have some targeted removal, but come on. Like, not enough. Turns out our play is going to be these Train Stewards, huh? This energy, I have to assume, carries over. Yeah, it does. That's good. If this energy didn't carry over, I was going to be kind of upset. Yeah, the no targeted removal Daedalus is a little scary. Not the end of the world. I imagine triggers when damaged, so if you damage shield the Wilting Sapwood, it will not give you energy, I guess. Right, so I believe, now this is, I didn't say it out loud, but I believe that the double strike explosives always spawns with a haste unit. This is one of those things that I feel like I've been learning as I've been playing more. If you want to help me out with this, by the way, I posted about this in my Discord. I have in my Discord I put a little here's my hypothesis section about this game on like the meta of how enemies spawn and things like that. I'll put it very basically for you here. It's not. I don't think it's that hard to explain. I can explain it with the units on our screen actually. So the enemy spawns are split into two types of pools, if you will. There's a pool of enemies that can spawn at any time, and there's a pool of enemies that can only spawn if they tell you ahead of time. Enemies that can spawn anytime are like these Forged Disciples can spawn on any combat at any point in time. These 240s. And then enemies that are a little more niche are like the Conduit Infiltrators and the Clergymen. They'll never surprise you with this unit. You'll always know ahead of time that these guys are spawning. They'll show up on the start screen essentially. Hey, why do only 3 units die here? Because it should go all of you attack, and then you attack. Oh, because the Forged Disciple takes 2 hits to die. That's why. So the best target for me to Vine Grasp here is actually one of the back Clergymen, because the Wilting Sapwood killing this Forged Disciple is better. The 5 damage going into this the full health Forged Disciple is a waste. So we play it out like this. But yeah, essentially there's just there are certain enemies that if they're not on the spawn screen within the starting of the game, they will not spawn. Like the Conduit Infiltrators will never sneak up on you, is what I've learned. That's the simple way to put it. The way to put it that makes actual sense. I'm gonna give this guy more lifesteal. I can afford it. And he's gonna kind of pop off here. Yeah, 200 damage. Go off, King. If I give him... He just dies when he runs out of lifesteal, right? So I can just give him more lifesteal. Yeah, 314. And give him a little more attack as well. Like, this is what I'm saying with this Purge Stone, right? This dude pops off against Daedalus. He does 350 damage. Upping your base stats is a huge help to your... like, upping a unit's base stats is a great way to pop off like that. I think the best way to beat Daedalus is to just... I think you can probably beat Daedalus on almost every run if you just go to the shop and upgrade a unit. Plus 10 health and spikes, I'll take this for our top lane unit. Top lane? What game am I playing? This isn't a league. Alloyed Construct I've had good runs with, but like nah. I think we have our strat here, and we just pray not to run into any spikes. Because if we run into spikes, Animus of Will is going to kill herself. And we'll take probably Herschel's Compound here. I kind of want space so I can fit morsels on every floor. Yeah, this is probably a space setup. I feel like the secret to playing Umbra is actually just whenever, regardless of if you think you need it or not, just take space. And then we're gonna go, this is a juicy artifact. It is kinda tempting. Like, upgrading a unit. I don't have units to upgrade except for this Wilting Sapwood, which I need to give health. Healing, and 2 card removal, but like an artifact though. This is one of those choices. This is a choice in this game where it's hard for me to determine what's better. This Umbra banner is middling at best, probably worthless. The money isn't always nice, and the Horde is an artifact. Like, I would probably be leaving on this side with an artifact and 85 gold. What's our next shop? What do we got over here? We have a trinket. Okay, I'm gonna go to the left here since there is no Merchant of Steel on the next path. Now I'm gonna probably go left on the next path as well, unless I take a ton of damage and just skip another shop, but I would rather skip that trinket shop than skip this shop. Although, you know, you can make a great case for saving up some money and then buying a trinket on the next floor. I would walk away with 2 of these instead of 0. But this isn't great. I just need health, right? I don't need spikes on it. But Spikes 4 just as a baseline isn't bad on it. No, I just need health. I already have a way to give it Spikes 4 in the deck. Yeah, 25 health. Was it worth it? Probably not. I'd probably, knowing what I know now, I'd probably go right. However, that's okay. I think there's a really good case to be made for taking Architect and just throwing everything in one room. But, no, I can't do that. Because Umbra will take up too much, or Penumbra will take up too much space, right? I have 6, so it'll be 8 room. It takes up 4, the Sapwood takes up... Does Sapwood take up 2 or 3? I think it takes up 3. It does take up 3. Okay, I can't do this. So we'll just take Monsters 2 and throw Penumbra on bottom floor. Now we see the clipped enemies. This is where the 490 shows up, or the 690 shows up, I mean. I love this boss. I think this is one of my favorite bosses. I feel like this guy is so easy. And he's such a Chad. Look at him. He's such a party boy. Non-boss enemies gain multi-strike. Quill Marksman with multi-strike's a little concerning. How many ways do I have to kill it? 3? 4 because of Razor Sharp Edge. I'll take it. I feel like we're a little behind on artifacts. I'll go for it. I might just get run over fast, but I think it'll depend on where my -1 goes. That's probably ideal. Do away with you now. Interesting. You think so, Quill Marksman? There's a really good case to be made for giving Penumbra plus 10 health and 4 spikes there just to kill this marksman. Like a really good case to be made for that play. Because this guy gets away now. I think he would have got away anyway. I'm doing this for an artifact though. So it's worth it. Energy? Energy morsel. And I'm gonna throw Immortal Trade to Umbra here because as long as he has lifesteal, he just lives and pops 70s on these enemies. And it's honestly worth it. Like even though I was Ember Drain there, I still think it's worth it. Yeah, also because we got 2 energy, or we got 1 energy from that morsel, right? Pretty worth. I can get a plus 10 attack on a Monster Train Steward. Yeah, the secret, as it turns out, the big secret to making Trample Penumbra good is give him lifesteal. And then just keep taking him. I think he gets better with more lifesteal. We're gonna, I think we want to kill this unit. Save 18 damage on our Wilting Sapwood. Oh, let's kill this one. It saves 13 damage because of lifesteal, I guess. Right, because of lifesteal. That makes sense, actually. There is a case to be made for popping the Clip Shaman here as well. And I am going to Prism Retrieval. It gets 2 cards out of the deck for the redraw. That animation feels like it hangs, just like... That animation for the drawing the card and animating, adding energy to it, it hangs for like half a second too long. And 46? Oh, 46. That's more damage than if I would just Vine Grass. Or if I just Vine Grass one, it's fine. It's more damage than if I had tried to counteract it by playing a Morsel. So thankfully I didn't just throw a Morsel out there. This Wilting Sapwood's actually better than I expected. I think I always underestimate this sort of a card though, where it's just like 30 health. I don't really respect how much health 30 health is what I'm starting to find. 21 damage, you're taking... So he's taking 83, so I need to push 13, right? Is that right? 83? Yeah, 12. I need to push 12. So I can just do that, play it out like this. With Mind Collapse. 18, 15, this will kill you. And then I take 0. Like, we're surprisingly strong. I've taken very little damage in these combats. 18. If we kill you, you'll pop a lot of damage. Yeah, just killing one of them puts 350 damage to the Pyrolite Master. Give me the other one too. Lifesteal 1, sure. I should give a little more damage, right? Yeah, 432. I think I vastly underestimated lifesteal. Almost entirely because lifesteal goes second, right? In my mind, I don't think about the fact that lifesteal goes after the enemies go, so like it's always value. Yeah, we just put 7 damage shield down here. Look at all that energy I had, holy shit. What a pop-off. Yeah, I'm not... Oh god, we got a garbage artifact. I think I took like... I took like 1... No, I took no damage on this combat. Wow. And I got the artifact. Thornfruit's not terrible. I cannot take Emberforge. I could take Grovel. I don't hate putting... This is 1 damage shield, 2 morsels. I don't think this card's worth it. I think the card that gives damage shield to everyone and 3 morsels is maybe better. But like, we have Prismal Dust, which is just better than this. It does what I want out of this card, but for 1 energy less. Ember Cache? I think I like Ember Cache here. And then... Oh god, Pyre Grow. I'm gonna pass. I want to removal down a little bit before I start taking vanity stuff. Like, taking that Spikes 4 is just... It's luxury. I already have a way to apply spikes. And then I think we're going left path. See what's in the caverns first. I think going to the caverns before removal is also good, because I can get something I want to remove from here. Frozen Nostalgia. I have seen this before. I'm not sure if I've seen this before on camera, but essentially, this is insane. I'm just going to take the Rail Forger's Hammer. I think the manual, it does a random one every single combat. Like, it puts it on a random floor. So this is not that great. The same way that the Covenant 20 is. Just +1 space on every floor is nice. And the bottom one is Magic Power for -1 space on a random floor. Or it might be all floors -1 space, which, you know, isn't ideal, I would say. I would knock that down to not optimal. Remove a Restore, and I'm liking Immortal Trade a lot. At first I thought that these 0-cost, like, apply buff Ember Drain cards were unplayable, but the more that I've been messing around with them, I'm like, this isn't so bad. Like, there's circumstances where this really pops off. Especially this one, Lifesteal 3 I think I way undervalue, and Ember Drain 2 is like, it's 1 turn of 1 energy off, right? 1 turn of only having 1 energy. And the value that I'm getting out of it is pretty good. Now, I don't think I would take this unless I had Penumbra at trample levels. And soon Penumbra's just going to get 1 shot anyway. Heal all moving up floors is probably not worth taking because of Clipped Guardian. I think so. Also Self-Made Harpy, but he doesn't heal, he's a boss. I don't think so on this. But like, if I can keep a number alive for the boss, and I probably can pretty easily. It'll be good, right? Like, it'll be fine. You always draw. I think I've never, like, this is something that I probably should have noticed sooner, right? But it feels like I've never not drawn a unit alongside my champion. Right, like, it feels like you typically draw your units pretty early. Probably just bias. Pop this guy. Because every one of these that I pop, it's worth 1 damage through to the Clipped Guardian, I guess. Where's my energy? Oh, I played the Wilting Sapwood, that's right. I remember now. And we're through all our units. Interesting. Now, the lifesteal does get consumed even if he doesn't lifesteal anything, so there's no reason for me to play something like Train Steward in front of him, right? Could play Train Steward behind him. 5 extra damage. Not bad. We give Wildwood Sap to the top 4 for sure. Even if it's not that nuts. I want to feed him morsels, actually, and then we just burn Prism Retrieval. A card I feel like you need, you know what would be an interesting one? I think it would be cool if there was a card that was like, hey, draw this turn 1. That's what I feel like I would like to see. Recycle a life. Help this guy a few times with damage cards. Then we're just gonna put more Ember Drain, more Lifesteal. Like, this is the situation, right? He's just gonna punt, he's gonna live forever. And most of my cards are free anyway. Right? Now, 3 Ember Drain is a little concerning because I'm just going to be skipping my next turn. However, I think my next turn is the enemy's turn off. I believe this should be Brief Respite. Yeah. Oh, also I got +1 energy from our Wilting Sapwood and the Embers. Like, it's not bad. The Stings I'm uncertain of. I mean, shit, dude, with this setup, he might actually just one-shot. He might solo this boss. This Penumbra might actually be strong enough to just beat the boss. 530 damage. Ooh, buddy. Now, very unfortunate is the existence of this Sycophant here, I must say. Because I gotta just keep him alive, right? He's worth 2 damage. If I kill him, this Self-Made Harpy is going to do a lot of damage to me. Look at this, we're not even getting up, like, they're not even reaching our top 4, where the actual combat is. I'm able to just make this Penumbra carry me. Like, the Self-Made Harpy's gonna get through with a little damage, but yeah. Maybe Penumbra with Trample isn't as bad as I once thought. Can you believe it? I did not expect to have a revelation like this today. This is not what I expected when I walked into this run. Not what I expected at all. Yeah, we're gonna body this guy. My Penumbra's doing great. Whoops. My bad. Accidentally vined my own unit. Oh, you can do that though to generate energy, huh? Interesting. I could like cast my own spells on that thing. Excavation Eruption I don't hate. Gem Trove, I didn't realize this card cost 4. Oh god, never mind. I guess I can Ember Cache. Bramble Lash is worth 40. Ensnare isn't terrible if an enemy sneaks on. But nah. Pass. Not bad. Now what is this floor looking like? Let's see. Looking like a left path here. Well, actually, hang on. We have 7 space. 3, 2, 2. That's 7. I could duplicate my Animus of Will, and I could fit it all on the top floor. No morsels, but like I'm not playing around morsels here. However, I do kind of want to go to this magic shop and grab an artifact. Will there be a duplicate in a reasonable position in the future? We're definitely going left on the next one. And probably right on the final one. So this is my last duplicate that I would even consider taking. Right? Because right path over here has the Hell Vent, but eh. And Pyre Remains, Forgotten Boons are just bad. We get removals everywhere I want though. Like removals are perfect. I might go left on the final path up here. I think it's right to go right here. I think I probably will go left on the final path. Really. Oh, units gain an extra upgrade slot. Oh ho ho. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Now I'm really glad I waited too, because we get an extra upgrade into this Animus of Will. I can give her so many things. Hold over on Razor Sharp Edge isn't terrible. Or hold over Immortal Trade. Go 10 damage onto this Restore. I want to save up a little money here though. Cost remove 1 cycle of life. Hold over Razor Sharp Edge isn't bad. Hold over Mind Collapse. Hold over Immortal Trade is what I'm kind of leaning towards here though. Nah. Although think about all the lifesteal I could have on Penumbra. We're coming up on the point though where Penumbra isn't going to be able to solo fights anymore. He's gonna leave some enemies barely alive. It's a tough choice. I could use this as a 2-turn nuke as well. 4 damage in a really dire situation. But just like spamming 10 health onto our hero. This is a tough choice. I feel like my only concern is I don't really have the energy. You know, I'm gonna go for Cycle of Life Holdover. This card's really been growing on me. And I think I can afford it. This is Multi-Strike Rage Fell, right? Yeah. That's fine. I think I can afford it. I like Fell's music. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I take Final Monsters on Penumbra, it's fine. I'm also, the more that I watch, the more I'm like, oh yeah, you totally always draw a unit alongside your champion, huh? The more I look at it, the more I'm ready to confirm this as the case. 5 damage there. Garwolfing Sapling top 4. Alright, starting off here is looking pretty good. If I can give Penumbra a little attack damage in some way, that would be ideal. I can get some free energy out of this. Look at all these 0-cost cards too. What we're gonna want to do here is we're gonna want to pull this Clipped Guardian to the front. These Ember Caches out here. I definitely don't want to sting any. I don't want to play Incants down here right now. There's no reason to, because these Quill Marksmen aren't a threat. We just pull these guys up to the front. I regen 12, or wait, regen 1, okay, regen 12, holy shit, can you imagine? There was a card that started you with regen 12 on it. I gotta make sure these Masters of Light don't do too much to me. They could be a problem if I don't watch out. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna farm because of this Alabaster Guardian here a little bit. Also, I'm going to get farmed a little bit by this Clipped Guardian. Hang on. A little math here. It's 26, 52... But it's 52 for the second interval. 60, 55... I can't stop this Alabaster Guardian. Like, I can't bring this Alabaster Guardian down to a point where I'd only 3 shots on him with Animus. Unless I hit him with Mind Collapse, actually. Okay, so I do, right? And then I get 26 damage pushed to this Guardian. Alternatively, what's our future draw looking like here? We'll draw the spikes next turn almost for sure. Right, there's 5 cards coming. It's not for sure. It's a fear of having these 2 Cool Marksmen go through, but I've been stacking up health and like farming up for this anyway. But I think we go through this like this for this turn. And I mean, pushing 26 damage through to him saves me 6 damage, but playing Mind Collapse here is like a potentially saves me 9, potentially saves me 0 sort of situation. Let's just do it. I think it's fine. The Ember Drain's not a problem because of this Wilting Sapwood. Please draw me my Holdover Spikes card. Thank you. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. I should put Lifesteal on you. Probably not. I'm gonna keep putting Lifesteal on to our boy down here. Let him rip it up. This Master of Light's gonna walk up and do some big damage to me though with all that rage. Oh, he's gonna kill my... Oh god. I have Cycle of the Life. Cycle of the Life? Cycle of Life though for it. And I can see what we get for morsels. Plus 3 health. Yeah, plus 3 health is good here. Go Train Steward out. It's okay. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna be kind of dependent on what I draw. We have a lot of Embers coming up as well. Important note, make sure I don't accidentally Ember on a floor with Incant. There's nothing, no floors have Incant. But this is what I was saying though with how Penumbra kind of falls off at this point, right? You can see how's Penumbra doing? Well, we're dropping enemies by 70, but that's not really enough. I mean, it's enough to finish them off up here, but, you know. You see what we're looking at here. Let's draw first, see what we're getting here. Thing number 2. I'm looking at if there's a way that I go about this without having to put a Cycle of Life into my Animus. I think there is not. No, there is. There's a way to clear this floor without even taking damage, if I want to. Which I do want to, because eating 23 here is a little scary. Yeah, okay, I see it. I see the line. So we throw Cycle of Life on you. We throw Mind Collapse on you. And do I want to do anything else on this turn? Nah. And we Sting. And that's good. Heal you. And Immortal Trade. If I Immortal Trade, I'm skipping my next turn, which isn't good, so I'm going to not. And I'll just create a 10-8 Trade Steward to help out down here, actually. This guy can help out a lot with 10 damage. We're not bad. This one's been going on, like, surprisingly alright, I gotta say. I think that taking this Refined Void over the Damage Shield Morsels was a huge choice that I may not have made in a typical circumstance. However, in this circumstance, I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. And it turned out to be really sweet. I've been going very light on morsels, and I've been going very hard on, like, the lifesteal's been huge. Like, I vastly underestimated lifesteal up until this run, is what I'm learning. Just watching this Penumbra, who is usually so trash, hold it down so hardcore with this is insane. It's huge. Thing here. As well, like, there's no reason for me not to pop these guys. 6 cards next turn. I don't think I want to play through my Embers here. I don't think there's a great reason to. I'm just going to eat my lifesteal down. Or lifesteal for Ember Drain. And this is about final fight. Yeah, final wave. Let's say. 410 damage, huh? See how much more we can get out of this. Not much more. But that's fine. If I, like, again, as much lifesteal as I have is as much Penumbra damage we get out of this, right? Penumbra gets 4 rounds of lifesteal, we get 5 hits in this 6 hits? It's his first hit. Oh. I don't know. I should Vine Grasp this guy to the front? No, he does more damage at the back than he gains at the front, right? Because he would eat... Well, wait. Not, yeah, it doesn't matter because Penumbra, like, saving 10 damage from the first round doesn't change anything because Penumbra full heals from the first round anyway. Right. We have it no problem, right? It's important to make those little maximizations just to make sure everything goes as well as I can have it go. Now there's no reason not to be, like, playing everything out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's 11 damage shield. You're going straight to hell, Buster. Don't even try it. 44 damage. Wow, you actually you live long enough to punch through this? That's kind of crazy. Oops. Now I gotta be careful. I have accidentally thrown my run playing cards. I did that last night. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fuck around and play some cards here. Let's try and draw one more card by sacrificing this imp, and sacrificing that imp took like 100 damage off the boss. And then I just ate 100 damage from the boss and lost the run. And I went, oh, whoops. Haha. Oopsie. I'm gonna take Blazing Bolts. I think this card's like insane. We're good on energy, I feel like, with Fells, with 2 Embers and the other thing I have. I think I want Draw. I don't really need space either. I think I want Draw. This run's good. I'm not sure if we beat Seraph, but I'm feeling pretty good. Left path here for sure. Merchant of Steel, what do you have? Multi-Strike 1. Multi-Strike 1 is probably the better option here than anything else I could find. Like, plus 10 attack sounds good in theory, but plus 10 attack is outpaced after 2 of the razor sharp edges, right? Plus 10 attack takes me... Well, let's just do the math, right? Plus 10 attack is worth 30. Multi-Strike 1 is worth 18. But I put 1 more 8 damage down. No, it's 2. If I put down 2 8 damages, plus 8 minus 2 is... Multi-Strike 2 is... Or Multi-Strike 1 is better. However, as I think about it now, right? Consider it. It's probably better just to have that upfront damage, right? Plus 10 damage without having to do anything, no worries whatsoever, is probably better. I will now give you my full reasoning for this choice, and I'm pretty sure the plus 10 is better. The multi-strike plus 1 gets better after 2 times through the deck. 2 times through the deck is going to take roughly, I would say conservatively, let's make a reasonable best case guess, 7 rounds to hit my second razor sharp edge, and I have no other way to buff her attack. By the time we're through 7 rounds, like, the fight's gonna be more or less decided. We're almost at the boss at that point, whereas having this, like, 28 plus 3 out the gate, where, like, it's better for the first, like, 6 or 7 rounds, right? And it's not better by much, right? If I draw a razor sharp edge out the gate, it's a difference of... It's a difference of 4 damage, right? But this is, once again, the sort of maximizations I want to be doing. Show me the map real quick here. Pyramid's Magic Hellvent. I'm planning left here, because I want to get the Hellvent to duplicate. Merchant of Magic. Because right path has like not much here. So yeah, left path is the way to go in the future. So we're definitely going to another Merchant of Magic where I'm going to want to buy something, so I'm not going to purge a card. I'm thinking about the damage shield on a Wilting Sapwood here. I'm thinking about rerolling for health actually. This is my last merchant of this type. But rerolling for our Sapwood, getting some stuff is good. And I'm gonna give it the plus 10 just so it makes a little better use of the lifesteal. Now I did spend all my money right before an event, but I think that I would always spend all my money like that. And I don't really want any of this. Neither of these seem that good to me. Like this like if they get up to the pyre, in the best case, I can make Bone Rattler like plus 21 damage. It doesn't seem that good, and this is only going to be worth a little bit of health for this card. Probably, I'm going to be full most likely. I'm going to leave. I don't want either of these. I think it's fine. There's a case to be made, but I don't think so. Let's just removal. Actually, I do kind of like having one Train Steward in here. This one. Probably removal 1, the weaker restore, and I mean prism retrieval, right? I can make one good case for keeping prism retrieval, and it's that if I win this run with prism retrieval, I'll get the card mastery. That's it. That's the only thing I can say in this card's favor. Well, that's not true. If the stars align and I draw this ahead of Animus of Will, it's actually pretty sweet to get like a plus 10 onto my Animus of Will. But then I have to hit Animus of Will and not have a Trained Steward. Remove one of these Trained Stewards. I've talked myself into it. And then... oh, with the Monstrous 3, I won't be able to fit a Trained Steward behind Penumbra. But I think it's still fine. 150-90 is like huge. Like, he's huge. He's massive. That's 6 size, right? Because he's 3, 4, 5. Oh no, he's 5, right? What is his size? No, it is 6. He starts at 3, he goes to 4 with trample 1, 5 with trample 2, 6 with trample 3. We have +1. So there's a room that he doesn't fit in. We really gotta hope that I don't take the size down on the bottom floor. Huh. Steel Wings, Purifiers. I'm not actually that worried about giving them restore all health on the move up. I think there's those 160 health enemies that can spawn with this though, which is why this might be a bad idea. I think this is a bad idea. Those 160 health enemies will do a lot of damage to me. Don't be greedy. Yeah, these guys will do a lot of damage to me if I had done that. Can't punch through that. Vine Grasp, really helpful here as well. Now, an interesting one here. We did draw Prism Retrieval. A very interesting piece of information for me. Let's see if it was it 50-50? Nope, it's a Trained Steward. Unfortunate. Not unexpected, unfortunate though. Now, interestingly enough, we're... once again, thank you Vinegrass for saving me the self-mutilation here. Interestingly enough, I feel as though my Animus of Will is not strong enough right now. I think what we're definitely going to need is we're going to need to duplicate this Animus of Will, and we need... oh no, he fits in the bottom floor. He fits in whichever floor gets a -1. The thing is, he won't be able to get any assistance from... what am I trying to say? He won't get any assistance from morsels, but that doesn't really matter. Ember Drain and I have Shade Splitter. Very unfortunate. Or not Shade Splitter, sorry, Blazing Bolts. I need to get these scaling faster. Like, priority 1 of this combat should be to make sure I get these up to level 3. Right, because there's 3 versions of Blazing Bolts, and we want to get to the final version as soon as possible. This Animus of Will is only doing 90... like, my run is honestly, I can't believe I'm going to say it, my run is being carried by Penumbra right now. Isn't that crazy? That never happens. Penumbra's doing all the heavy lifting right now, though. Penumbra and these Vine Grasps are really helping out a lot. I'm hopefully going to be able to change that with this... Animus of Will duplication we're about to do. But yeah, we're holding it down like relatively well. I need to just get Vine Grasp every time so I don't eat a ton of self-mutilations as well. What's our next turn gonna look like? We have a decent... well, I don't want... no, I want to be sure I get my... well, let's Excavated Embers here. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Never mind, we win. I was gonna say we wanna, like, maybe I want an Immortal Trade, but just like throwing 8 damage shield here is probably gonna be plenty. And you can make a great case for putting it on the Sapwood. Really, really good case for that. 8 draw. I'm just gonna pass. I don't want to put those Immortal Trades down. I really want to play Blazing Bolts here. 30 damage to the front enemy. The first version's terrible, of course. But that's the point, isn't it? Because the second version is better, and then the third version is insanely good. May as well just triple sting here. And yeah, being able to consistently Cycle of Life on my Wilting Sapwood is also very nice. Yeah, look at this. Penumbra just kills this guy. What the hell, Penumbra? He actually just beats the shit out of this enemy. Maybe Umbra isn't the worst faction? Could it be? Could that be right? That doesn't seem right. But like, he's crushing it. I'm actually getting hard carried by Penumbra here. I've played, this is the first run I've ever had where Penumbra has done anything other than die. And you know why? 100%, 1000%, it's because of this artifact, Refined Void. Because what happens to Umbra usually, or Penumbra usually, is he just dies first round. Like, or second round. He gets chipped down in the first round, then dies second round. And this counters that entirely. We're finally at to full health and swap attack and health. I've never been in a position where I've gone, oh man, adaptive mutation. I think this is supposed to be played with Thorny Hollow or the other one and turn him into like a big, one big damage hit. But like, I don't think so. I don't ever think so. And we're going to Seraph. What the hell? Crazy. We're gonna go left for sure. I planned around this. Hellvent, duplicate this Animus of Will. Didn't get my Blazing Bolts all the way up there, unfortunately, but you know, what can you do? Plus 10 magic power. These do carry over. If I throw 10 magic power on this, it'll stay. So we're gonna go ahead and make this a little more playable. And then I'm just going to... No, I don't want to remove Consume. Although, Ember Cache with Consume removed from it. Hang on, that's kind of cool. Which one is this? This is Temper the Strength of your units, which is really scary considering I'm playing double Animus of Will. Actually, that's terrible. Oh, we probably... Ooh, ugh. Disgusting. Let's see what we can do about that. 20 magic power and Consume. Nah, I don't really want to put that on anything. Keeping this as 12 health is fine. Make this free. And we will give it a shot. I haven't collected all the rewards. Sorry, I didn't click on this Merchant of Trinkets. Oh, I can't afford anything. Whoa. I don't know how this goes. It's gonna be... I think the big thing that's going to decide this is where my Covenant 20 hits. I need this to hit my middle floor. Middle or bottom. Just don't hit my top floor, please, on my size removal. Excellent. Excellent, okay. This is good. This is very good. Wait, Penumbra's popping off. I'm so floored by this. I've never seen anything like it. I would have never in a million years expected this. Like, I can just throw this 6 damage on the Seraph here. There's no reason to even kill this guy. Penumbra comes out of this full health. Look at what the fuck? He's taking like 1,000,000 damage and he's just fine. He's just hitting him with a K. Okay. It's gonna be important to pick away at these enemies. We got both of our Animuses up here. It's gonna be important to Vine Grasp probably the Shade Wings just to kill them off. Right? Because that's gonna save a lot of damage on our Sapwood. It's only 15. It saves the same amount of damage either way, actually. As I look at it now. If I do it like this versus like this. I can't think of a... Oh no, it doesn't, because I didn't put thorns on my Sapwood. That's a mistake. What do we got here? 40 damage to a random enemy unit 2 times. Okay, so this could pop both of them, and then we're okay. Problem solved. God, I love the music for this fight. Nice, problem solved. Penumbra, dude, he's insane. Just keep him life stealing. And I really want this Light Wings to hit here for sure. Actually the ideal floor for the hit to hand for the Covenant 20 the hit was middle floor, so that I had a place to put morsels for Penumbra. However, too late. Can't move the boss, by the way. I'm using my damage spells to just do damage to the boss because there's nothing better to do here. How absurd. Guess we'll go a little extra damage back here. We're gonna probably kill through thorns more than anything else as I look at it. We're gonna keep our Sapwood healing. We can throw a Train Steward here. There's no reason for me to do anything with him though, he's 0 attack. And just double sting. These Shade Splitters are worthless, unfortunately. Because I have nowhere to put the morsels. but it's okay. This is the final form of Blazing Bolts, if you've never seen it. It's deal 30 damage to a random enemy unit 4 times, but I gave it plus 10, so it's 40 damage. Pretty good, I would argue. Okay. Oh no, that's right, I gave Spikes 4 to this unit as a start. That's a good idea. 40 damage 4 times up here. I can just kill both of these. Or I can kill both of these and then we have time to draw something to kill the next ones, right? I just play it like this. What I should have done is I should have mind collapsed one of these guys though. And I'm just gonna keep him life stealing. As long as he doesn't get one turn, which is really hard for them to one turn him, because he's 90 health. This is good. And we're just stacking up. I think we have this run. Like, I think this is... It's a little early for me to be saying this, right? But I think this is a win. When I saw I drew Umbra Awoken, I went, there's no way. And yet, here I am. There's a way. As my morsel army on the second floor builds up. I should not actually be playing these things because they're gonna give the 5 health guys things to slay. But, you know. You live and you learn, right? Alright. I'm taking a bunch of damage because this guy goes through with beating my ass. Give me something good, Excavated Ember. That's terrible. So we're at 7 sap right now, I would say is not great. Are you not optimal here? May as well just consume this. It's missing two healing. Boo-hoo. And whenever he has no Ember Drain, I'm fine with doing it. Plus, we are taking damage on our sapwood. Final wave. Okay. So final wave, we're gonna not let, because the sap doesn't take down every single part of the final wave, unfortunately for me. Like the sap on our top floor, I should clarify that, is what I mean. Okay. So we're gonna cycle life here for sure. We're gonna play through our embers, see what we're drawing into here. Good draws. We can do a lot with these draws, I would say. Pull this guy up front and sting him, and then Blazing Bolts the other one. 829 damage to Seraph, and it's as much lifesteal as he has is as much damage, or as long as he lives. So more lifesteal, good. Now, on the other end of things, we want to save as much health as we can on our sapwood. So we're just gonna mind collapse. Decent. I mean, we're getting like 1,000 damage out of Penumbra here. I can't believe it's been so simple this whole time. The secret to making my Penumbra win me runs. It's been in front of my eyes this entire time. I've just been too blind to see it. Because like, who the fuck would expect this to be the way to go? And yet... I mean, it's not 100% a victory. I should clarify. We could still lose. I haven't done the math here yet. Yeah, we got it. Wow. That's Covenant 20 in the books, baby. With Umbra main, Covenant 20 in the books. The mostly agreed upon worst option. Just ripped it up. And like, make no mistake, this wasn't, because in the past I've played Umbra and I've won because of like all of my green units, and like these green units were good, but this run was carried by Penumbra. Hardcore. Like not even like, it's not like a, oh well, he did a little bit. It was like, holy shit, he ripped them up. I don't believe it. And yet, the victory doesn't tell a lie. Like, it's not even just that it was a, oh yeah, we won, and it was close. It was like, I won at full health. And Prism Retrieval gets golden, baby. Hell yeah, never have to take that dog shit card again. Look at that. Wow, I didn't realize I've won on with all of the Stygian combos. And that's Umbra Awoken, right? Covenant 20. Honda 21. I'm glad that there's a cup for win streaking at rank 25. It's cool that like keeping this win streak stuff is really important, I would say. Wow, what a great run. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.